Kate Moss and Johnny Depp were the most iconic, the most beautiful, the most photographed couple of the 90s. At the height of their whirlwind romance, they embodied the ultimate fantasy, a rebellious Hollywood heartthrob and an untouchable supermodel. But why did they break up after 4 years of relationship? Their story began in 1994 at the center of the New York universe, Café Tabac. Kate Moss, at just 20 years old, was already one of the biggest supermodels in the world after being discovered at 14. Johnny Depp, then 31, was a major Hollywood star, celebrated for his eccentric roles. Their meeting was orchestrated by fashion writer George Wayne. Spotting Moss with Naomi Campbell, he seized the moment. As he later recalled, "I grabbed her hand and immediately took her to Johnny's table. Johnny, this is Kate. Kate, meet Johnny." They fell into a deep conversation instantly. Kate later said, "I knew from the very first moment we talked that we were going to be together." The relationship ignited, fast and public. A friend told people in 1994 that they simply couldn't keep their hands, lips, mouths, legs off of each other. Their life was a whirlwind of travel between London, Paris, LA, and New York, often seen as twins in matching leather jackets. He liked to take care of her in glamorous settings. Kate Moss has said that when they were together, Johnny insisted on staying in the Ritz in Paris rather than her more modest flat. He didn't want to slum it in her apartment. Rumors about their extravagant lifestyle swirled, including a claim that Depp once filled a bathtub at London's Portobello Hotel with 36 bottles of champagne. A representative for Moss's agency later denied it, saying, "It was not Kate, it's not her style." But Moss herself shared a story that captured their unique brand of romance. Speaking of the first diamonds Depp ever gave her, she explained, he said, "I've got something in my bum, can you have a look?" I put my hand down his trousers and I pulled out a diamond necklace. That diamond necklace. But alongside their intense affection, the arguments became just as notorious. In the weeks before the infamous 1994 hotel incident, the couple was reportedly seen shouting at each other in public. This friction was fueled by a lifestyle of heavy drinking and a constant battle for privacy. Their glamorous appearances, like at the 1995 Golden Globes, often masked the growing strain in their private life. During one joint television interview, the tension was palpable. When asked if it was hard to maintain their relationship in the public eye, Kate immediately said no, while Johnny gave a long, telling pause before laughing and adding, "No, no, no." The awkward moment seemed to hint at all the underlying difficulties. That private tension finally erupted into public scandal in their suite at the Mark Hotel in September 1994. When police arrived, they found Depp in a state of possible intoxication and a scene of complete destruction. The damage was assessed at nearly $10,000. When questioned, Depp deflected with dark humor, blaming the mess on an armadillo that he claimed had jumped out of the closet. No armadillo was ever found. Depp's friend, director John Waters, tried to downplay it to people, saying, "Yes, I think Johnny obviously has a temper, but this is a very minor incident. The room service must have been bad." The criminal mischief charge against Depp was ultimately dismissed after he agreed to pay for the damages and stay out of trouble for 6 months. Though the legal trouble was behind them, the chaotic dynamic continued. The couple kept up public appearances, projecting an image of togetherness at events like the 1995 CFDA Fashion Awards, where Kate wore a stunning John Galliano slip dress gifted to her by Johnny. They officially split in 1997, but then appeared together at the 1998 Cannes Film Festival, sparking rumors of a reconciliation. It was during that same festival that Moss was reportedly reprimanded for wearing just a bikini in the hallways of the legendary Hotel de Cap Eden Rock. In an echo of her ex's behavior, she allegedly trashed her room in response and was subsequently banned for life. After their official split in 1997, a remarkably candid Johnny Depp took full responsibility in a 1998 interview with Hello magazine. "I have never got that emotional over a woman before," he said. "I have been so stupid. I'm the one who has to take responsibility for what happened. I was difficult to get on with. I let my work get in the way, and I didn't give her the attention I should have done. I was horrific to live with. Trust me, I'm a total moron at times." The split left Kate utterly devastated. She later opened up to Vanity Fair about the pain, confessing, "There's nobody that's ever really been able to take care of me. Johnny did for a bit. I really lost that gauge of somebody I could trust. Nightmare. Years and years of crying. Oh, the tears." Both eventually moved on. Depp began a long-term relationship with Vanessa Paradis, having 2 children, while Moss had a daughter with Jefferson Hack. Decades later, it became clear that a deep sense of loyalty between them had survived. In 2005, when Moss was engulfed in a media scandal over drug allegations, Depp publicly defended her. "She's super sharp, really smart, and got a great heart," he said. "She's a good mom, and she just happens to be human." This loyalty was on full public display in 2022, during Depp's defamation trial against his ex-wife, Amber Heard. After Heard mentioned a rumor involving Moss, the supermodel testified via video. She calmly and firmly refuted the long-standing story, explaining that during a vacation in Jamaica, "I slid down the stairs and I hurt my back. He came running back to help me and carried me to my room and got me medical attention." She then stated plainly for the record, "He never pushed me, kicked me, or threw me down any stairs."
Left the room, I slid down the stairs and I hurt my back.
How did you...
And
I apologize, Ms. Moss. Please continue.
and I screamed because I was because I didn't know what had happened to me and I was in pain. And he came running back to help me and carried me to my room and got me medical attention.
The trial unexpectedly brought their 90s romance roaring back into the public consciousness. Moss later explained her decision to testify, stating simply, "I know the truth about Johnny. I know he never kicked me down the stairs. I had to say that truth." A few weeks after her testimony, in a final, quiet gesture of support, Moss was seen backstage at one of Depp's concerts in England. Their story has become the benchmark for intense, turbulent celebrity relationships, a lasting example of how a powerful connection can be consumed by the pressures of fame and personal demons, leaving a permanent mark on everyone involved. Their breakup in 1997 wasn't the result of a single fight or betrayal. It was the inevitable collision of two wild worlds. Their lives were fueled by late nights, heavy partying, and raw, unchecked emotion. The same passion that drew them together made their love dangerously combustible. Depp's infamous temper exploded in public more than once, most notoriously in the trashed hotel room that became tabloid legend. Kate, meanwhile, was sinking deeper into the party scene, and together their chaos only amplified. What they shared was real, a once-in-a-lifetime connection, but it was tangled up in destructive patterns neither could escape. Their story became a cautionary tale, proof that fame, excess, and volatile personalities can ignite a love affair but also burn it to ash. In the end, their romance was too explosive to endure, but its fiery collapse only solidified their status as one of the most unforgettable couples of the 90s. What do you think is the biggest factor that dooms intense celebrity relationships? The fame, the lifestyle, or the personalities involved? Let us know your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for more stories on iconic cultural moments.